next want to bring up Ayman al-Sawa, who is an organizer of many of the recent demonstrations in solidarity with the Egyptian revolution, a longtime Egyptian activist. Ayman al-Sawa.
Hello everyone. From El Tahrir Square to Union Square, the freedom spirit is flying everywhere. Dear sister and brother, it's a great day to be here. It's a great day to be Egyptian. We are all Egyptian and Syrian and Palestinians and Lebanese, Yemenis. Our Egyptian revolution is not only belongs to Egyptian. It belongs to you. It belongs to everyone. It belongs to the Palestinians and the Iraqis and here at home. Dear sisters and brothers, you cannot imagine the corruption what our sister and brother in Egypt were being suffering for 30 or maybe 50 years. Everyone didn't expect that Egypt will rise up, including the corruption government here and everybody else. But against all odds, the lion spirit wake up, the true spirit of freedom wake up, and people were hundreds and then thousands and then millions in the street, and the Egyptians were able to kick out the dictator. And we have to turn every square to Union Square, to El Tahrir Square, Union Square. Everybody else have to be turned to El Tahrir Square. I always tell my kids, I always take my kids to all the demonstrations. 2 years ago, I took my daughter Aya to a Palestinians demo, and she was saying, Dad, you were going to free Palestine. Then a couple of months ago, I told her, Aya, we're going to New York City, and she told me, Daddy, is this free Palestine? I don't know, Aya, it's free Egypt. And then a week ago, Aya and Noor told me, are we going to a demonstration? And they told me, I told them, is it free Egypt? I don't know, kids, it's free USA, free USA. So please, let's hear for Aya and Noor saying some chantings for us. Egypt is free.
Egypt is free. US will be free. Palestine will be free.
Iraq will be free.
Iraq will be free.
US will be free against everything. Please help your sisters and brothers in Egypt. We have fundraising to help them. Go to go Egypt is free now on Facebook. Thank you very much. Revolution!
Tony Aronstein to come up to the stage, and also for the marshals to please take the positions for the march out. Let me next introduce to chair the next section, Simi Ahmed. She is a co-chair of the New York chapter of the Muslim Peace Coalition and a key mobilizer of today's demonstration. Simi Ahmed. And would Tony Aronstein please come up to the stage?
Good afternoon, salam, peace be on you all. It's an honor for me to be addressing this gathering of people so committed to peace and the well-being of all. Islam emphasizes the rights of neighbors irrespective of race, religion, ethnicity, or color. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, our neighbors, for standing with us and supporting us. You have in fact taken the lead in speaking out against bigotry, hatred, and demonization of the Muslim community. Fighting against Islamophobia is fighting for the soul of America, and many of my fellow citizens are joining this fight every day. I thank you that you are standing up for me and my children and my community and my country, the country that I chose to call home because of its freedom. I pledge to stand with you to end the scourge of the triple evils of war, of terrorism, and of Islamophobia, and to make our world free of tyranny, free of exploitation, free of war. I'm thankful to God for the hope that you, the most noble of my brothers and sisters, have gathered to offer me. I'm here to say you are the true patriots. You are among the best of humanity, for you stand for justice and peace and hope. Thank you.
Okay.
Now I would like to invite Dr. Sheikh Ubaid, who is a co-chair of the New York chapter of the Muslim Peace Coalition, and he along with Brother Malik Mujahid, was one of the main organizers of this rally. Please welcome Dr. Sheikh Ubaid.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace. What a wonderful sight. It is indeed a great honor to be here today. I would like to thank UNAC for standing up for oppressed and discriminated and occupied people of the world, and for standing with the American Muslims in these tough times of organized Islamophobia and manufactured anti-Muslim hate. These are times when the poor are being marginalized, unions are being disenfranchised, middle class is being decimated, when the very fabric of this country is being torn apart by hate peddlers and fearmongers. These are also times pregnant with opportunity of historic proportions. Therefore, as we march today from here, we will be embarking upon this long, arduous and a perilous journey, a journey that will encompass a glorious struggle, a journey that connects Union Square and Tahrir Square, and a journey that connects New York, Madison, San Francisco to Cairo, Sana'a, Manama, Damascus and Gaza. A journey that is needed to put this country back on its track of perfection and redemption, the gains for equality and the corrections and improvements that each successful generation of Americans had contributed to with their sacrifices, and that led to an African American becoming the president is being threatened. Unfortunately, the idealistic man who inspired hope has been forced to capitulate to forces of exploitation and war, and has surrendered hope itself. The journey is needed to recover that hope and rescue that dream. This journey may very well rekindle the audacity of hope in Barack Hussein Obama, so that the next time we march, he will be with us, at least in spirit. So onwards, my brothers and sisters, onwards to the promised land. Thank you.
Now I would like to introduce Mark Johnson. He's the National Executive Director of the Fellowship of Reconciliation, this country's oldest interfaith multicultural peace organization, a community of nonviolence dedicated to demilitarizing life and land. Mark Johnson.
Consider this. Hear the translation of Islamophobia, not as a fear of Muslims, but as a fear of peace. Certainly no believer in any tradition with a belief in God would be afraid to submit to a loving God, would be afraid of peace. In fact, every believer here should feel called to return to their faith community, to pray for peace, preach peace, practice peace. Call your faith community to repent of warring and turn toward love of peace and the peace of love, against the love of war, hatred, and bigotry. Faith calls us into the streets. So who are the Islamophobic? Who is it that fears peace? It is those who profit from war, whose earnings depend on producing arms, who provision armies. This is the major business of U.S. industry and economy. We are the largest arms manufacturers and traders on earth. Our tax dollars leave the United States not only as arms, they leave the United States as profits, going to Swiss banks, Bermuda accounts, Irish factories of multinational companies like GE. And sadly, all of us here depend on and serve those industries and economy through our universities, through our banks and lending practices, through our retirement funds and investments. We are all Islamophobes. We're all afraid of peace. But fear not. Let us take this message now into the streets. Preach peace, practice peace, pray for peace.
The next speaker is Imam Abu Nuruzzaman Ahmed. Imam Nuruzzaman is National Vice President of the Muslim Ummah of North America, Vice President and Trustee of Muslim Foundation of America, and a community and peace activist.
Assalamu alaikum and peace everyone.
Walaikum assalam.
What a beautiful day today, and in brief short time we're going to march on Broadway down to Federal Building. In 12, when first Muslim Mansa Abu Bakr came to America, nobody was checking him, and he did not have to go through the metal detector. My brother and sister, 10 million slaves who came to America, majority of them were Muslim. Islam is a religion of peace and tolerance. But somehow for political reason, that's now turned into and connected to terrorism and other ugly stuff. Islam is a religion of peace. So the people who say war, terrorism, all are connected to something. We have to find this out. So I would like everyone join with this fight, and this fight of the people, the power of the people from Middle East to Midwest and to here. And thank you very much.
Okay, we're marching out in just a minute here. Please hold on. This is a front banner. We want to get it to the front. We got some chairs.